one. Hey, Wisepreneurs. Welcome to the Wisepreneurs question of the week. We are joined with Wisepreneurs business mentor, Dr. Tanya, and I am your resident tech bestie, D. And this week's question is, Dr. T, if you had to start all over again, what would you do differently?
Oh, wow. Well, that Wisepreneurs is a great question. If I had to start all over again, and I've been in entrepreneurship for almost 20 years now. So the number one thing I would say is that I would find a community faster. So I wouldn't be a solopreneur as long as I was. So when I got started consulting, it was just me. I was a team of me, myself, and I. There was no support. There wasn't any of that. It was just me sort of as a lone ranger going it alone. And so it took me way too long to realize that I needed support, that I needed a team of people, that I needed to hire out some help because I was doing all the things, wearing all the hats. And I think now, especially because we have technology, so at a minimum, learn the technology that will help you automate some things quicker, that will help you get stuff done quicker, faster, better, because that's what Wisepreneurs is all about, right? We don't necessarily want to do the hustle and grind thing because that's not the season of our life. That's not where we are. So we want grace and ease. So using technology and things like that to help you get stuff done quicker, faster, and better. So that would be my number one would be don't go it alone. Even now, if you're just starting out as an entrepreneur, there's no reason for you not to have support and not to have people around you who can answer questions for you, who can guide you in the right direction, lead you to things much faster. So get in a community of entrepreneurs. There's lots of communities of entrepreneurs around. We have, of course, the Wisepreneurs Collective. That's why we're a collective because we're a community of 40 and over entrepreneurs. So that's my number one answer. If I had a number two answer to that question, it might be, oh, I'm sure. Number two would be to get help with and learn marketing much faster. So back then it was kind of old school, beat the streets, go door to door, kind of selling what it was, the consulting packages that I had put together. And so I would say now one of the things that I would do differently is to really dig deep into marketing early on and not wait. Sometimes we feel like we don't have the money to market. And so, but if you're not marketing, nobody's gonna know about your business. So whether you're doing organic marketing yourself on social media or whether you're hiring somebody to help you with the marketing, whether you're doing email marketing, but you got to be doing some kind of marketing because otherwise you're sort of like the best kept secret, right? You're this great thing, you have this great product, this great service, but nobody knows about it and not enough people know about it. So that would be my number two answer to this is to really spend the time, the effort, and the money into marketing. Get yourself out there, get known.
Yep, I heard a quote and it said, best known beats best product every time.
It really does, because there are a lot of things, and we could probably talk about things that we've bought, right? Where because it was so in your face all the time and you were always hearing about that thing, and then you purchased it, but then later you found something you were like, dang, this was so much better than the product that I bought. But I didn't know it existed because I never saw it advertised. So, yeah, definitely don't be the best kept secret. Absolutely not. And the whole thing about this is getting your knowledge out there in the world, right? So don't keep your knowledge to yourself. We have monetizable knowledge, but you got to get it out there in the world so that people know. And we have the biggest thing I think that I want to leave us with this question today is just knowing that there's someone out there who is looking and searching, and sometimes people even say praying for the answer that you have. And so the knowledge that you have. And sometimes we think the knowledge that we have is kind of insignificant, right? That, oh, who would pay me for this? But there are people out there who are just dying to have that answer because you're solving a problem that they have. And that's how you have to look at it when you're sharing your knowledge and your expertise. You're solving a problem that someone else has and they need that problem solved. So definitely go out there and share, put your knowledge out there because people are looking for it.
Absolutely. So for all the wisepreneurs out there, and I would say aspiring wisepreneurs, what um, products, services, offerings does Wisepreneurs Collective have that would address those two?
Okay. So the problem that we solve, one of the problems that we solve for entrepreneurs that are in this age range is sometimes people not knowing how to monetize the knowledge that they have. So they understand the knowledge, they understand the skill that they have, but they have a hard time translating that over into a business. And so that's a problem that we can solve for you is very quickly. We can help you package your knowledge, skill, and expertise into a sellable, profitable offer. And so that's one of the problems that we solve for people. Another problem that sometimes holds entrepreneurs up, especially wisepreneurs, is the technology, right? There's a fear of technology. You feel like you don't know enough about technology when it comes to online businesses. And so we solve that problem for you by providing you with technology education and then tech support. So we're not only going to teach you how to use AI. We're not only going to teach you how to use different tools like Canva, Gamma, and those kinds of things to make your products easier, but we're also going to show you how to do it. So we're big on we're going to walk through it with you, so that you really leave knowing and understanding how to use those tools. And then of course we're always here to support you if you need the tech support. So those are two of the major problems that we solve for entrepreneurs. And then the last one I think is what I focused on at the beginning with the initial question is community. Sometimes, again, the solopreneur life is not, you're not going to be as productive. You're not going to go as far as fast as you would with people around you. And so that's the third problem that I feel like we solve for entrepreneurs is we give you a safe space to come, learn, grow, and be in community with other like-minded entrepreneurs like you.
Awesome. So next week we have something going on. Can you tell them about that?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So next week we have our 3-day monetize your expertise challenge. So in this challenge, again, we're getting together for 3 days. It's about an hour and a half each day. And we're going to walk through the entire process of you monetizing your particular skill, knowledge, or expertise. So we're going to be there with you live on Zoom. You're going to be able to decide what area, and even if you're already a current entrepreneur and you want to create an additional stream of income, this is perfect for that because you can come in, think about whatever it is you want to monetize. We can help you package it together in an irresistible offer. And then we're going to show you how you can get clients, customers, and market that particular thing. So it could be a service that you want to offer. It could be a digital product that you offer, or you could have like no idea of what you want to offer. It's great for you too, because on day one, that's what we're going to do. Everybody's going to get clear on what it is, what skill, knowledge, or expertise it is that they are going to monetize for this challenge. So it's for both current entrepreneurs and for entrepreneurs, for people who are just kind of want to dip your toe in and think about it, or you want to start a side hustle because you're still working, it's perfect for you as well.
Awesome.
Yep. So next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So 3 days, an hour and a half each day. And we're going to run this challenge every month. So the challenge will run once a month throughout the rest of this year. So if for some reason you can't make it next week, don't worry because we're going to offer it again in April.
Awesome. And so, could you tell them about the initial investment that the challenge costs and how they can sign up?
Yes. So you can sign up today by going to join Wisepreneurs. Uh-oh, hold on. See, I knew I was gonna mess it up. joinwisepreneurs.com/challenge. And we're gonna have it in the notes here so that you don't have to count on what I just said. But it's joinwisepreneurs.com/challenge. That's where you can go and sign up for the challenge. And the cost of it right now is $97. So that's how much it costs you. I can't guarantee that it's going to stay that cost forever or for the rest of this year. But right now, that is the investment that you will make into yourself in order to learn the skills that you need to monetize your expertise.
And as a tech bestie tip that's totally unrelated to tech, um, look at those buy now pay later sites. If that 97 as a whole is a little bit daunting to you, then look at how you can split it up, because
Yep,
that's
absolutely. Yep,
that's
absolutely. There are always lots of options, right? So we love to have you there. We'd love for you to join our community and be supported by us and the other entrepreneurs that are in the community. So yes, make it happen.
yep. Invest in you and invest in your business.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, this has been the Wisepreneurs question of the week. If you have a specific question that you like either myself or Dr. T to answer for next week or a subsequent week, you can put it down in the comments and we will see you guys next week.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we are growing our YouTube channel. And like Dee said, we love questions. So please drop any questions, comments. We will definitely respond back.
Absolutely.
All
See you guys
right.
next week.
See you next week.